I spent the last 2.5 years building AI-powered personalization at scale systems for email marketers in B2B, and I've watched almost every team make the same 10 mistakes that are hurting their results and overcomplicating the process. Here they are. Number one, treating personalization like a tactic instead of a strategy. Dropping in a first name and a company name isn't personalization, that's just decoration. Real personalization is relevance, meaning your data, messaging, and your tooling are all aligned so that every contact receives a unique, relevant email. If it's an afterthought, bolt it onto your email, it's never going to work. Number two, confusing spintax with personalization. Rotating phrases so spam filters don't catch your blast is a deliverability trick. It adds zero relevance for the recipient. Don't call it personalization because it's not. Number three is overpersonalization. If someone reads your email and thinks, wow, they really pulled my data, you went too far. It reads as creepy, it's clever. Good personalization is invisible. It just feels like a genuinely helpful email, like something really thoughtful that doesn't feel personalized. It just is relevant. Number four, waiting for perfect data before you start. B2B contact data decays about 22.5% a year. That's universal amongst every company. So messy data is not unique to you. Nearly a quarter of your CRM data is already wrong. So knowing that you'll never get it perfectly clean, build a system that you can navigate messy data instead of waiting on a fix that never comes. That's number four. Number five, assuming the effort isn't worth it. Time and time again, I hear the juice ain't worth the squeeze as a line that kills personalization initiative. That's protectionism. That's not strategy. The real move is shrinking the squeeze, cutting the time and the manual work with better tools, and then that will make the juice much more worth it again, and it will at least let you experiment to find the juice that does work. Number six, using only static tokens like job title, company name, industry. That's table stakes. That's not personalization. Read the email like a random contact on your list, right? Read it from their shoes. If it still feels generic to that person on your list, it is. It's not personalized. That's just static tokens. Number seven, skipping the examples that teach the model what good looks like. So when you're using AI, the fastest way to kill variability in AI generated messaging is feeding it strong examples. So this is a prompt engineering tip. Run every output through a simple gut check. Is this actually good for this specific person? That's the one-to-one part of one-to-one personalization at scale. Test it against real contacts until it holds up consistently. This is where you're spot checking and pressure testing with actual individuals from your list. That's part of the process. Number eight, ignoring the highest leverage real estate, the preview text. So the first 5 words of your email for sales and marketing across the board are the most important. It's the inbox preview next to the subject line. This is what swings open rates 10, 15% by themselves. So if you don't personalize anything, or if nothing else, personalize that. Focus 40% of your time on those first 5 words of your email. Number 9, using Claude or ChatGPT for automating personalization at scale. Without fine-tuning, you'll burn and waste token budgets, and you'll run into integration headaches. It'll sound like AI-generated messaging, and you run the risk of LLM variability at scale. So don't do that. They're good for writing single emails, like one-off emails, but not for personalization at scale, especially if you're dealing with lists over 100,000. Number 10, expecting personalization to be a silver bullet magic solution to an otherwise broken program. It won't save a bad email, a broken list, a trash sender reputation. But once you get your data and messaging strategy right, it can almost certainly lift engagement. We've seen it 2 to 7x. Relevance is almost always the difference between campaigns that convert and campaigns that don't. Those are some of the mistakes that we see many companies making. Are there any others that I missed that you'd call out? What other tips would you give when it comes to personalization at scale? I'd love to know. Feel free to leave a comment. Thanks.